Again. Okay, so we logged into our ePortfolios, as you all should know how to do by now. I created all of your ePortfolios for you, and I will show you what that looks like right now. So your class is 319B, CSF 101, 319B, Lab. So if you click on your course and you go to ePortfolios, all of your names are listed here. And you're welcome, by the way. Following your name, you have core ePortfolio. That's how you know I made it. So please do not make another ePortfolio for this class. It's already done for you, and you are the admin. That means you could edit it. So please, please, please find your name and click on it, and that will be your ePortfolio. Just a quick introduction. This page right here, I'll make it a little bigger for all of you to see. It says Latchme SSM CSF 101.319. This ePortfolio is where I'm going to upload the videos and our agendas for the day, everything you need for this course, just to make it as smoothly and as easy as possible. So you won't be able to edit it, but you'll see a published view. So this is how it looks like. When you scroll down, you're going to see a little welcome screen, welcoming you to the first year seminar. And then you'll scroll down a little bit more and you'll see my biography. You can read it. This is a great example on how to make your about me statements. Just like a little side note that this is written in third person. You don't have to do it like this. You definitely can, but you can definitely do it in first person. So again, if you go under, that's our home page. If you go under studio hour plans, you'll see March, meeting 1, March 19th, 2020, and you'll hit that since that's today. The video will be here. You'll be able to click on it. By the way, this video is going to be uploaded into YouTube. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but you could definitely, I'll send you guys the link through Slack and you could access it like that as well. If you scroll down below it, you'll see the agenda for the day. Notice at the top, it has the days we meet, what platform, your professor's email, my email, and also an agenda of what we're going to be done, what's going to be done for the studio hour. So I already went over that your ePortfolios are created. I'm showing you this ePortfolio, and make sure you're on Slack. We have due dates, instant answers to questions, announcements on Zoom, and so I'm going to show you the ePortfolio that you'll be working on and what exactly needs to be done. So if you go down, you'll see like due dates and stuff, which is really nice to have in all one place. As a reminder, I am going to be updating Slack and I'll be on top of your class and everything like that, just to make it easier for everyone. Resources, under resources, there is a syllabus. This is a syllabus that is overall for the discipline. So this is not your specific professor's one, but this should be rather similar. If you scroll down, this is exactly what I'm going to be using. So honestly, if you can work on the ePortfolio as I'm going, that's great. If you just want to pay attention and then do it a little later, that's no problem too. I am going to give you 20 minutes of this time here. So we won't go out all the way until 7:55. We will end 20 minutes before that for you guys to have time. So again, the lab hour, under lab hour, this is where all my stuff is. So as you recall, last class I went over CUNY First and Blackboard and degree audit, and I was having a little bit of a sugar rush with my caffeine. And yeah, so now we're gonna be creating ePortfolios. You don't have to do that. I did that already for you, but we're now gonna work on the About Me page and how to upload into ePortfolio. Uploading means like anything from media to content, everything you need to know for this. And then we'll be working on our design, and I actually have a tool that I'm going to introduce you to have more colors than ePortfolio provides. So let's go back to, so this is everything that's going to be in that ePortfolio with my name, SSM, and the course. If you scroll until you find, let me see where I could find it. Where did I make it? Yes, I did make it. Oh, right here. So it's CSF 101.19, 319 example EP. So this is where I'm going to be what I'm going to be using to model for you guys, and definitely you could check this out as well, and to like figure out, oh, I don't remember what goes into this category. I'm going to write what has to go there. So definitely check this and see what's, what you have to do for clarity. So the first thing that we're going to do, you see your full name. How do we change that? It doesn't let you click on it, nothing like that. But it says you have to click on the lock feature. You have to click on the lock feature to unlock it. Once you unlock it and you put your mouse over it, this little box will appear. You're going to click that little pencil. Once you click that little pencil, you're able to edit and write your name. So I'm just going to write my name here. Lakshmi Kundan. And see how like this box says auto resize? You could definitely just click that to resize it, and then it'll get bigger. For your name, any text box like this with text in it, you could highlight it, then go to this little paintbrush. Once you go to the paintbrush, you're able to change the color, change the size of the font, and which font. So I'm gonna choose a font that I rather like. It's called Adima. I don't know how to, okay. Adamina, there you go. I couldn't pronounce it for a second. And then I'm gonna change the color, maybe to a nice pink, because I like pink. So we're gonna do a little pink. And then once I do that, it's there. But it's in italic, so how do I fix that? So I'm gonna highlight it again and then go to the paintbrush and see, oh, sorry, not the paintbrush, right here says there's a slanted I, that's for italics. Bold, you could bold it, you could underline it, whatever you like.
Lachana, can I
Yes.
ask you something? I'm kind of lost. I can't put my name on this thing.
Okay, so I'll go over it one more time. Right, so when you're on this screen, you're gonna click the unlock towards the right hand corner. Once you click unlock,
I don't have it in lock on the screen. That's the problem. Where exactly you at? We at? I don't know.
Okay, Louis, I'll address the problem after. Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you. So after we do that, this is our name here. So we just made a change. So what do we have to do? We have to publish this page. If you do not publish, I cannot see it. The professor cannot see it. Therefore, we can't see what you have done. So please, please, please make sure you publish your pages. I always like to do publish pages, so it publishes all the pages, so I don't have to worry about anything. Another tip, when you're working with the header, just to prevent anything getting misplaced, like saying college resources is under work experience or anything like that, just please lock it so you don't interfere with this. Unless if you're playing around with the design, then that's fine. Another thing, like say this background here, if you hit this gear, this setting, you could definitely just exit that image out and it's just gone. You could change the color now under bottom layer background. You could click that and we could turn it into pink. But notice how it didn't change the white. Hi, Louis. Can you mute yourself, please?
Say it again.
Can you mute yourself, please?
Oh.
Thank you. So yeah, notice how the white didn't change to the pink because we are under bottom layer background. So if I click out of this, right? Oh, you can't even see it. Okay. So yeah, I'll show you another example with that. But that's the text. So we're gonna go with top layer background to change the color. And it should change. I don't know why it's not changing. That's weird. Okay, we'll come back to this. I don't know why it's not changing. Okay, moving on to content. Your about me is one of the hardest things to write, in my opinion, because rarely anyone asks you, like, well, yeah, people ask you all the time, like, tell me about yourself, but what do they want to know? Like, I get stumped when people ask me that question, and I guarantee many of you can relate. But yeah, so I definitely understand that it can be challenging, and I'm going to show you a example from my um, first year seminar e-portfolio that I created. So how to edit this? We're going to click on the little pencil, and then to delete this, we're just going to highlight and press delete. And I'm just going to write, tell me about yourself. About yourself, right? So you guys know what to do in that box, right? And I'll show you an example of how I want, like, how to frame it if you'd like, but definitely this is your own. You can make it your own. So if you don't like that black or that the color or the font size, etc., you could definitely highlight it and go to the little paintbrush here and you could edit it. So I'm gonna go back with that same font that I went with before, and then I'm gonna go to the A with the little line under. That's for the font color, and I'm gonna make it, let's see, what do I want it to be? I'll do it a blue. And then maybe I'm thinking it's too small now, so I want it a little bigger. So I'm gonna go back to that paintbrush and I'm gonna increase the font size. And that's how you do it. This is a prompt box and it's only viewable while editing. It is, you can type in here, but please do not type in here because it is not on the ePortfolio and I will not be able to see it. So you can follow the prompt if you'd like. Make sure it's just typed in this box, like on the website itself. Like, please don't type it in there. If you don't want it here and it's like kind of in your way because you're not really using the prompts, no problem. There is like a four corner at the top right here. If you click on it, it'll minimize. And then if you want it back, you just click on it again, it'll come up. But say if you want it there, but you don't want it at the bottom, you want it at the top, you could click this other little caret with the line on top and it will move to the top. So I'm just gonna close it out since it's like in my way a little bit. So that's what you're gonna do for the about me statement. Now for education, you could list, like, you could write a little excerpt saying, I'm in my third semester at LAGCC. Thank God for autocorrect. But anyways, yeah, you could write a little thing about LaGuardia. If you want to put your high school, that's no problem as well. So your contact info could be your email, maybe a LinkedIn profile, or social media. One warning about social media, remember this is a professional platform that potentially you could share with employers, and you should really remain a professional look on it. So if you have like pictures on your social media that you don't want professionals to see, I wouldn't link your social media in it. But yeah, definitely go for it. Put your email, put your LinkedIn, put your name. So like I would put name and then your email. If you have an office, whatever, you could put there, whatever floats your boat of when it comes to people contacting you. Favorite quote. Oh, mind you, with the contact, don't put your phone number because a lot of people are like, say if your classmates click on your ePortfolio, they're gonna be able to see it. But yeah, me and your professors will be viewing it the most. Moving on to the favorite quote. Your favorite quote could be anything you'd like. It could be from a movie, a book, the Bible, something you saw, um, anything that really has a meaning to you. Definitely go ahead. But if you don't have any quotes or anything like that, just like I would say, Google some quotes, see which one fits you, fits your personality, and yeah, I would go from there. Skills is your technical skills. So list your programming languages, your operating systems, things like that. I'm not a computer science major, as you all know. I am a secondary education major, so programming languages is like a foreign area for me. So please reach out to your professor. He will definitely have the answers that you are looking for. I am not the person to be answering those types of questions. But anything else regarding ePortfolio, I'm your girl. Anyways, moving on to certifications. If you were certified somewhere and you'd like to share it, definitely put that in there. Now, work experience. If you worked on a design before for, say, a flyer or a poster, or maybe even your own website, you could definitely link it in this box. You could put all your projects, anything you ever worked on in your life in this. And trust me, if you don't have anything as well, just you keep it there until you have something to put, because why not? Now, I wanted to share something here. So if you go back to the pencil and paper, you're able to type. So I'll just be like example, right? Description, right? So say that you have a ton of words here. That's your description. So I want to add an image. Like, I don't want it just like that. I don't want only a description. I want to have an image there. So how do we do that? There is a plus sign at the bottom here. You'll click that and then go to image. Once you have an image, you could upload the file, and by clicking this little plus sign here, and it will open your desktop, will open your applications. I have some pictures on my desktop. I think I'm gonna go with, let's see. I don't have really pictures. Let's see. Color codes. What's this? Oh, hair. Okay, so say that hairstyle was my project. I'm gonna share this. So open. Also, when you're uploading photos, you're allowed to edit. If you click this edit button, you're able to crop it, maybe put a circle. If you don't want it square, you want it a circle, or you can rotate it. I think I'm gonna leave this picture how it is, and I'm just gonna hit save, and then done. And then once it's ready, I'm gonna click upload, and it's gonna upload. But now this picture is all the way at the bottom. I want it like next to it. So how do I do that? So here now, I'm gonna take this little bubble at the corner. I'm gonna move it to the side. And then I'm gonna go back to my little image here, and I'm gonna make it smaller. You see, now when I try to move it up, it doesn't go up. Why? Because ePortfolio has this little gadget here that has up, down, side to side. It's like a little navigation tool. So you're gonna click that in order to move it up. And you just keep moving it. Now I'm gonna expand the picture again to make sure it fits. And then I'm gonna open this back up because I want my description to be shown. So now, some of the picture has been cut off here, but you can't really tell because it looks like it's all there. But if your picture cuts off and you don't know how to fix that, you'll go to the gear, and then you'll scroll down where you see the image right here. So you'll go image settings, and then image size. Image size is where you're gonna fix that. So right now it's in best fit. That's just best fit in the box, but you want the full size, so you'll go to full size. And then that's the full size of the picture that's in that box. So now I'm just gonna publish this, publish pages, publish, because I don't wanna lose my work and I wanna be able to have my student success mentor and my professor to look at it. Now, say that how we have an image here, but you want to replace it because you all will be replacing this image with a professional picture of yourself. Professional meaning like it's not you at the bar or something like that, just, you know, a nice little headshot. Now you'll go to the pencil and paper and click that. You will not, please do not click add more items. This copy will still be here. It'll just turn into a slideshow. So please go to the second option and replace this item. Once you do that, you're gonna upload file, just like how I showed you before. But if you already uploaded that picture into ePortfolio and you just don't wanna go through the hassle of looking for it in your files, just go to previous uploads. And I have this picture of me here, so I'm just gonna select that and then it will be there. So now my picture is cropped. I don't want it to be like that. So again, we're gonna go to the gear, image settings, and then full size. And then my full size image is there. And then we're just gonna exit that out. Now we did a few more changes, so we'll just publish. Just always get in the habit of publishing your pages. It just makes it easier and avoids content being lost. So now we're gonna go to the settings. Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing that. That's so weird. Okay, so now for the background, for the top layer and bottom layer that I was talking about earlier, there is a little lock here on all of the modules. Like there's a lock here, and then pretty much that's pretty much it. So like let's go for this lock here. So we'll go for this lock and then gear. Now the background color is this gray color, but I don't want it to be gray. I want to have a nice color scheme going on. So I'm gonna hit this little light pinkish. And now this is the top layer background. So now the top layer has it. Well, that's not a good color to show you the difference. So I'm gonna go with this little darker pink. So now this is the top layer. Now, how do we get this little white out of there as well? We can either make it the same color or maybe a different color to have that contrast. So I think I'm gonna make it a different color. So we'll just hit back that settings, and instead of going to top layer background, we'll scroll down to bottom layer background. And then we'll go to the color and we'll change it to this darker one. Now you can't really tell the difference. Like it's very, very, very fine. Like you can't tell. So I like this pink, but I want it a little lighter. I want the same color, but I want it lighter. So we'll go back to that settings. Go back to the bottom layer background for the color that you want to change. The color opacity is 65% right now. Maybe I want it 100%. That will make it much darker. If you put 25%, 25%, it'll get lighter. As you see, it's changing over here. So I think I'm going to keep it like at 9%. Very, very faint. Maybe 10. Let's do 10. So now we're going to go back to the bottom layer background. So do you guys see the change in color here? Yeah, let's see. Let's make sure. Oh, I did a boo-boo. Let's see what's going on. Definitely play around with it. So we did the top layer and now we're gonna do the bottom layer. I'm gonna do like this color. Well, I'm gonna actually do a different color so you can see the difference. I don't understand why it's not working. Just give me a second. Let me just figure out this. Why it's not working. The yellow. Okay, so yeah, it worked for here. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with this section here. But at the bottom of this where your about me is. So again, go to the gear, top layer background. This is usually this background, like behind your content. The bottom layer is usually the background like behind it. So definitely play around with your colors, play around with the opacity. If you do not want the colors and you want to add an image, you could definitely do that as well. Just go back to the here, and instead of adding a color, just click that X and the color will disappear. And then go under where it says image and select image. Now I already have some images, so I'm just gonna go previous upload. And I like this mountain, so I'm gonna put this mountain. Let's publish my pages and see if it will come up. Let's wait till it's been published and pages have been published. See if it works. It didn't work. That's so weird. Like the image is there. Let me try this bottom layer. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe Digication is just glitching right now. Let's try. Okay, so it won't allow me to put it in the bottom, the top layer background, but definitely the bottom. So you could put an image at the bottom. Maybe it works for you, but apparently right now it's not working for me. So I think I'm just gonna X that out and keep my yellow background. So that's how I would have it right now. And see, like your little boxes have an opacity of a very low opacity because of the white, because it would be a solid white like my background picture here. But since it's a low opacity, it's you're able to see the yellow through it, so it gives it a little tint, which I find really cool. So I like how this looks right now. So then basically, just to review, I know there was a lot of little technical difficulties. I don't know why it wasn't working, but so this is your about me page. You definitely can do the same thing for your header. Just hit that settings. You go top layer background for the background where your name is, and we'll pick like something really darker because or maybe a little lighter because it's pink. And then for the bottom layer background, you just go to here and we'll pick a hot color for you to see the difference. So that's how it would look. This is the bottom layer, top layer. I'm just gonna change that color because I'm not really feeling it. Okay. Have some yellow there. Now we'll just publish this page. So that's basically what you're doing for me. You're about me, put up your picture, education, contact info, your favorite quote, your skills, certifications, the work experience if you have any, and your image, or if you want to display something, definitely up to you. Definitely play around with the design tools, and this will be on the ePortfolio, so you can look back to it. Please don't laugh at me for the mistakes that I've made. But yeah, maybe just Digication could, well, ePortfolio itself could cooperate with you because it clearly doesn't want to cooperate with me. But what I wanted to show you is I showed you that one. I showed you this. For more colors, there's something called Adobe color wheel. So if you just type that in, you'll see this first Adobe color wheel. You just click on that link and just exit that out. So now we have this little wheel, and if you move it, all of the things move, and you see these little codes. They're so cool because these codes could go into eProfolio. So let's see, there is an option. Okay, so that's the color wheel. If you go to extract theme, you could drag and drop a file here. So let's select a file from my computer, right? And let's go with something colorful. So I have some mood boards here. So I think I'm gonna do like a purple mood board. And then I'm just gonna open it. So now it gives me a whole bunch of colors here from this exact photo, sorry, from this photo. And I can move it and find what color I'd like just to go like, okay, I like that green bluish. And I think I'm gonna move this to this deeper blue because this is what I want from it. Oh wait, okay, that's perfect. And then say I'm happy with the rest of these colors except this one. I'm gonna go for this like this little, yeah, that purple. So you could see your color swatches here. Then go back, once you're done with that, go back to the color wheel. And those colors that you chose, it has codes on them. So say you like this color for your top layer background. You'll just Command C or right click copy this code. Go back to your eProfolio. Go back to your eProfolio, and then when you have, like, I'm gonna use this top layer background, this header for an example. Go to the gear. When you click on color, you'll see this little box to insert a code. That's where you're gonna highlight it, delete it, and then paste your new code. Once you paste your new code, that's the color that's gonna be on your eProfolio. So there's definitely more colors from that color palette that we just saw. So definitely for your computer science majors. So I know that you like to play around with some designs. Hopefully you do. Well, I'm pretty sure. But play around with the designs, see what color goes with what color, make your eProfolio to match your personality or express yourself through it, because it's great to show that to employers and stuff other than just a resume. They have like a sneak peek of who you are and why they should hire you.
Hi, quick question. Where did you go for the Photoshop?
Photoshop?
Yeah, the wheel.
Oh, the wheel. Okay, so the Adobe, this is called Adobe Color Wheel. And if
Oh,
you just enter that, the first link,
double color wheel. Oh, okay, got it.
yeah, the
Thank
first
you.
link, definitely, no problem. It's free, so definitely use that tool. Let's see, check our plan here to see what's next. Yeah, that's pretty much. So I'm gonna stop the recording here, but I want to have everyone still here, so please don't leave.